Hello everybody, I hope you're okay. So today we're going to go over something called the Superlens. But first we'll just look over this. So I've had these micro-organic optic structures over here, what we've looked into before. So it's been approved by PhD scholars and scientists, and we're getting thousands of views on that one. So it is interesting. Then, after we go over a little bit of a talk about them, we're going to be looking into some really small pictures, what I've acquired. And this one, it's actually got 4 in there. So we're going to be looking at them. They're not part of the source light, they're just floating past. So the Superlens. Superlens, which uses metamaterials to go beyond the diffraction limit. For example, in 1995, Guerra combined a translucent grating having 50 nanometer lines and spaces with a conventional microscope immersion object. So basically what this scientist's done is got a lens, really small lens, and he's managed to focus it. You see, immersion, microscope immersion. That's what it's focusing the image there down to this scale. Back in 1995. Hold on, just bear with me. It does this. So it's pretty much proven back in 1995. Is doing the similar. I'm doing the similar techniques using Luma grading on the computer. So firstly, I just wanted to show you. This one. This one here is a really small spirits in there. So what I'm going to be talking about is this here is the Superlens, which is photonic, using color grading and curvatures. So it's an organic optic. And then yeah, that's my little drawing before I got that picture of it, the demonstration of the front view of a ghost with the spirits inside, and that materials here, and it's inside a polymer structure, and it's got a place where it can receive and transmit metadata, and it's got your organic optics here. So they're pretty much like eyes, and then inside there, even smaller, we've got the Superlens, which are metamaterials. Down here, down to 0.08 nanometers is what I've said. Now the particle itself, this ghost polymer, here we go, it's travelling across the floor here. There's a particle, there's an Einstein particle, and then the force, the Lorentz force, has allowed it to manoeuvre off this surface into its own surface, basically. So this is the Lorentz force. These are the photons or biophotons within the subjects we're looking at. So there's a lot of calculations, how it moves and how it interacts with everything, and so it's a little bit complicated to get too deep into it at the moment. So we'll just stick to my basic drawings, which are pretty self-explanatory: ghosts, spirits, interdimensional light beings. So the spirit itself on the metamaterial surface here. Ow, come on, ow. And then we've got the organic optics in front of the eye. Right, so that's just one spirit. Now all these, this is a spirit here, spirit here, spirit here, spirit here, unpolarized spirits, and their little organic optics are there. So you look at the polarized spirits are more than one spirit here. Right, so we've got group of spirits here and individual spirits here. We've got the organic optic here. Now as you can see, if we get one spirit, spirit 1, spirit 2, spirit 3, spirit 4, and they're stacked together, their optic increases, and this is the Superlens. The individual one, the grouped ones. So let's have a look in this one. Now that they're already really small images, and some of them have been graded already, but I mean, I do not know what's beyond these points. So the light beings down here. So we're going to zoom into it. And we're going to grade it. Because as the scientist proven that the smaller you get, the more distorted, the more blurry the light is. So he's had to grade it through using lenses, whereas I'm grading the colours, the brightness and the darkness of the colours, to reveal individual segments. As you can see, I'm removing background like I do on the mobile phone. Separate that a little bit. Choose some green. And then we want to be sharpening it up. Give it a little bit of brightness again. Hopefully we can get in there. Might be too much brightness, yep, of course. Let's go there. Now grading it again. Oh. So when we're zooming in on camera and using software to zoom in, there's no real definite scale on this other than it's really small and it's unsuitable with the eye. So what we're going to be looking at is the organic optics over here and here, but on this one we'll just look at this so we can move on. So you can see the polymers there, the bright ones, the dark ones are the metamaterials, and then there's a Superlens there. Here we'll have a look at this Superlens, so that's a metamaterial Superlens, that's polymer. So I mean, we've all must have had some kind of experience with the Superlens. It's usually what you can see through in your dreams, your memories. You know, if you're thinking of something in your head, that's a type of organic Superlens. Yeah, well, we look through his eyes all the time, every day. So that's another form of organic Superlens. These are just metamaterial Superlenses made out of light particles. As you can see, the bright light is now building up because I'm putting grading in there for the shades to be revealed. So we'll reduce the green. Sharpen the image up. So as you can see, we've got some polymer light beams here, and we've got material light beam here. And that's it. Right in there. So we'll grab it one more time and move on. So we've got more light beams showing. That's the shoulder, there's his hand, and there's his head. We've got material here, and the shadow-biosphere goes on to down here. So there's different ones. So we move on to this one. This is one of the most recent ones that I've graded. And I got that from it. So we're going to go through the same process. I will grade the curvatures of the channels, of the colour channels. Of these mobile phone picture, the resolution's mobile phone. Now we're using a computer, so we've got more pixels and more points of light in there for the captured subjects to we'll get shade from, so we can build up a better picture of what is actually in them blind spots, them blurry blind spots. So as you can see, we've got a lot of blue here. Let's try and get a similar colour so it's more reasonable to understand what it is. So we're going to be looking at this point here. So that's then what we're looking at. And on these metamaterials, the Superlenses. I mean, people who've had experiences, out-of-body experiences, and dreams and all this, and they've not actually been connected to their own visual cortex, you know, being able to look through their own eyes, but they still visualise stuff. That's essentially an organic Superlens, to be able to do that. So we're going to have to reduce some blue. So we got them lightbeings here. The spirits are inside. These would be the ghost. It's portal vortex. Yep. So we're gonna have a look at that point. So we want to be thinking about reducing some of this blue. You see, as the scientist was managed to focus. That's what we're doing. We're just focusing the colours. You see, registering the gradient change there shows colours behind the blue. So we'll reduce all the blue. Let's have a look. So that's what we're getting. Miniature people up here, miniature metamaterials, miniature person down here, and proectonuclear prokaryotic ectodermic nucleotide. So we'll just put a bit of blue in there and reduce some green, sharpen it up, and then we should be able to see more clearer. I mean, that tiny little dot there is just so small. But if we just continue grading through all the blurry colours to sharpen it back up, we can pick up exactly what's going on. And it looks like polymers filled with metamaterials. So that's the species, the curvature species itself right there. And then I'll do one more zoom on stomach just to show you metamaterials. We'll get the little light being in. So that's that. See, it's too dark now there, so we'll just have to brighten it up. And then just have to reduce some of these colours. And we'll start picking up materials. Yeah. And light beings. we'll do one more zoom on this one. So I've got my eyes on these more brighter points and focused on them, so I don't want to interfere with their channels. All I want to do is darken the channels around. So that's darkening the channels there. However, the channels are the green, so we're going to the individual greens. Down to that. You see how bright this is in comparison to the rest, and I've done nothing different to this segment here. I've just equally made it as bright or as dark. So that is actually the curvatures for that, but we'll zoom in just to clarify the light being. I'm interested now. So here, and this is the one outside of it, this is the same one, portal vortex. It's the curvature species. So now we've split the green channels into 3 segments there, 3 gradients. Now 4. I don't want to distort it or affect the subject. So we're just gonna go into greens and reduce them, sharpen it up. Put it on full, just have a look. Maybe a little bit too bright. But as you can see now, we're getting something there. The front view, some super lenses, organic lenses in there, and these, well, it's Hatman. All these transmutations, then obviously gradient levels as well, but that's just there in between. There's an Einstein particle, so we'll just zoom out. Yeah, we're really on there. There's another metamaterial. But we're zooming out now, so we'll move on. Yeah, the products are nucleotides. The shape of them is essentially like a slug. Personalities, obviously, since they've got people inside them. Oh, there's a beautiful one now. Look at that. That's clear as that one, even from this scale. So on this one, we'll just go back. To the original. Let's see how more blurry it's becoming, because we're reducing the amount of times we've sharpened it up, and on incrementation of the scale. Because that's actually what's going on. We're not zooming in. We're just increasing the scale of the image. So now we'll look over these. We'll look over this one. Which is there. Now the source of light to these is a little bit different to them all. I mean, the source doesn't matter. It was shining a beam of infrared light into a globe. And you can see into the globe, but you can't see out of the globe, so these were caught on camera as passing. And yeah, they stand out. Their floating structures stand out to the infrared. Now the reason why it's green and not red or purple is because there was another source of light which was shining all different colours of spectrum underneath as well, just to make these things a little bit more visible and stand out. Nothing should have been in there apart from just straight up blue. But we're picking up metamaterial light being here, spirits here, all the way down to spirits here. So we're going to have a look down here like this. The Superlens. So that's it, really close up. Got blocky parts here. But as you can see, what stands out in these blocks of photons. It's circles here inside the squares. So the light from the cameras caught all the light going through the globe to the other side, and this is in the middle of the globe, and then it's compressed it into two-dimensional image, and now we're cutting it back into it so we can see into a three-dimensional image. Reduce a bit of the green. Give it a bit of a sharpen. So these are getting really small now. The biofilm there, the metamaterials on, the polymers with the biofilm inside there. And this one here, we'll zoom into that one last time. See how we're getting more, we're revealing more detail the closer we get now. We've got light beings here. To get a real good detail on these things, with organic optics on there, I have to zoom really in there and grade it. And it does take a long time to do. But as you can see, the organic optics has got more organic optics inside. Stacked. Do you remember? Do you remember my drawing of them stacking so they can see further? That's what's going on here. It's a light creature with spirits there, and there's more than one spirit. And it's creating an organic optic, a Superlens. That's back to the ungraded version. Actually, that's a print screen taken with my camera of something I've taken a picture of. So you can see one Superlens there, clear, the closest one to the camera, looking at me, like the eye of Horus, looking right at me there. And then we've got these little beauties, There's one here, and we've calculated some more down here. Here. They're either too bright or too dark at the moment due to the colours in front of them. So just take a little bit of colour grading. But we'll be able to see exactly what we saw inside this one. All the little spirits, the biofilm, and the prokaryotic ectodermic nucleotides. And then yeah. So I hope you enjoyed a little brief description and demonstration of the organic superlens with metamaterials on the polarized polymer surfaces. And I hope you take care and stay safe. See you.